Hi friends, welcome back to my Cozy Crafty Cabin. So yesterday for day 12, I shared those really cute Tea for Two booklets. So for today's video, we're going to attempt to make hot cocoa versions of those. Here is how the hot cocoa for two booklets turned out. Now listen, I do really like them. It's just they're really bulky, as you see here. These are a chunky guy. So I don't know, I don't know. You let me know what you think, if this still works or if it's just too bulky and doesn't work. I still think it looks so cute. So yeah, you can fit, it's a very snug, tight fit, and it gets bulky as you see. But you can fit two hot cocoa pouches, and I fold down though the tops of the pouches because they're a little bit long. Now, and I couldn't decide if I liked it with or without ribbon. I think I like it without. If you wanted to use ribbon, I would recommend adding a mat to the back of the booklet and tucking like the ribbon underneath it so it gets hidden and it's nice and secure. And then you can tie it, around the front, and then the ribbon's just attached to the booklet. So here's the dimensions for how to make this. So your base measures 12 inches by 4 inches. So you get 3 bases from one 12 by 12 sheet. You're going to score on the 12-inch side at 3 5/8, 4 1/8, 8 1/8, and 8 3/8. So you're going to end up with a half of an inch spine on your left and a 1/4 of an inch spine on your right. And the cover is going to be 3 5/8 by 4 inches tall, and same with that first flap when you open it. So your left flaps and your right flaps are a little bit shy of 4 by 4, right? They're 3 5/8 by 4 inches tall, but then your middle, your center, is 4 by 4 inches. So I use these coin envelopes, these small coin envelopes that are about 2 1/4 by 3 1/2 inches as the pockets, just like I did for the Tea for Two booklets, but we use the whole length of these envelopes. So all you have to do is seal it, trim off just a little bit from the long side, cut it down to 2 inches, and then I like to cut out a little notch with my circle punch, and you glue down your pockets. So yeah, here's the spine. So one's 1/2 inch, one's 1/4 inch. And yeah, and I wouldn't, because these get so bulky and it's a tight fit, I wouldn't layer. I would keep it really simple. Here I'm showing you the stamps I used. I used that Mug Hugs by Sunny Studio stamp set again to just add a little touch to the pockets. And this is a great project for your 4 by 4 cut up parts. That's what I love about it, right? So, and it's a no scrap project. I mean, technically there's itty bitty scraps because you trim down your 4 by 4s to fit. But those aren't usable scraps, so I don't really count them. So if we don't count them, it's a no scrap project. So I just cut off a 1/16 of an inch on each side for that middle, middle, you know what I'm saying, the middle section of the booklet that measures 4 by 4. But then for the front and for that initial flap when you first open it, those are 3 5/8 by 4 inches, right? So I cut off a little bit more. So where your mats, when you take your cut aparts, they're going to measure 3 1/2 by 3 7/8. And then the one in the middle, when the booklet is fully open, is going to measure 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And why that's is perfect is because, so if you take a 4 by 4 cut apart sheet, you get 9, right? And you're going to use 3 for one project. And then for to make the base, you take a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I recommend a heavyweight one. I used a 110 pound here, just because the cocoa is it's a heavier thing, you know, versus the tea bags. But from your 12 by 12 cardstock to make the base, you get 3 as well. So it works out like just like amazingly, right? You get from one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, you get your 3 bases, and then from one 12 by 12 sheet of your 4 by 4 cut-aparts, you get 9 cut-aparts all together, and you use 3 per each project, so you use every single bit of paper, right? So that's why, you know, I was trying my best to like come up with the dimensions and make it work out perfectly like that. It's just, it is a little bulky because that cocoa is chunky. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this project or not. I thought I would just do something a little bit different today and walk you through it rather than do like a whole on like demonstration where you see my process. But if you would like to see my process and like make one together on screen, just let me know. But yeah, let me know what you think, if this works or if you think it's just a little too chunky. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.